Good afternoon. Today is August the 15th. We have had a very wet week here. In fact, today it has drizzled most of the day. There's a tiny little bit of sun coming in through the back window at the moment, but it's been, I would call it an Irish day because it's just been this heavy drizzle, and that's what I remember from my childhood. Today's cards that I'm going to do are from the sweet country flowers. Okay, so there's a birdhouse that goes with this as well. There's a whole lot, and then there's this one here with pail, a pot, and so on. So I thought I'd use this today. Very often when I start to do something like this, and hi Sharon, when I start doing something like this, I sort of troll through Pinterest to see what there is, and I noticed that there were a lot of cards that had circles on them, and then the flowers were put on top of it. So I thought I'd stay away from that today. I'm going to show you what I've done today. So the first card I'm going to do today is this one. Okay, now this is cased. It's cased from what's the name of the lady? Spitco Stampers. That's right, Spitco Stampers, and it's Flowers by Razzie Dazzy. And this card that she did, and this is a complete case of hers, uses petal pink and smoky slate and basic white. And I thought this was such a pretty card. And it opens up, and inside it says, "So lucky to know you." I love this font. It's very clean, and it's really, really pretty. But I decided that I was going to change the color. So we've got this one, and this is the color I'm going to use. I'm going to set this right up here for the moment because I want to show you something before I start. On this, you won't see it very well, but there are score lines. Apparently that was the challenge, that they had to use score lines, and I want to show you how I did that. So I'm going to use a piece of colored cardstock in the hope that it'll show up better than the white. So this is my score, Simply Score. This is the inches, these are the centimeters, and I'm actually going to use the inches because it's a better distance for what I want to do. So I'm going to just push this up a little bit. I want to show you how easy this is. I've drawn myself a line about a quarter of the way up and an angle. And all I'm going to do is get my scorer, and I'm just going to run my scorer down like so while I draw all these lines just to the pencil mark. And you can keep going as far as you want. It's very quick to do it on the scoring tool rather than on your cutter, because it's got lovely deep grooves and it works really well. So when I finished going to the end of this, what I did was I got an eraser and I just rubbed the pencil line out, and it's no longer there. And where am I up to? Almost there. Just want to show you how effective this can be. I'm hoping this color will show up because it's hard to show what you want to do. So there we go. I haven't gone right to the end, but I could go right to the end. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. Back this way, you can see, and then I'm going to erase that score line. So that's what I did to start with this card. Just put that out of the way. Now, I decided that I would use these colors, Balmy Blue, pecan pie, because I wanted to use the this paper here, the Country Birdhouse paper, and I wanted to use this. So what I've done is I've changed it completely from this one. I have got a piece of white cardstock that I have embossed with the eyelet folder, and I'm going to put that on the card like so. So let's do that first of all. Just got a new runner out because I finished my other one last night, and here we go. I'm going to put this on first. This is a beautiful beautiful embossing folder, and then I'm going to use this, and actually I will need that. Oh no, I've got my score. I'm going to use the white, but behind the white I'm going to use the pecan pie. So here's my white that I've scored, pre-scored, and I'm going to stick the white onto the pecan pie like that, and then turn that over and put that onto my card. A bit of a different feel, this one. Okay, this is for the inside. I shall do that in a minute. So I've got my pot here, and it's going to go on there, and then I've got some pecan pie leaves that I've cut out from the dies. So let's put this on first. Actually, I might use this multi-purpose glue for this. There we go. Pop it on. Oh, right there, I think. Okay, now I'm going to turn these over, and I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the back in various places. And I'll put that one underneath this, I think. I should have put it on first. Would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? But that's okay. Not too late. And then with this one, I'm going to put it on dimensionals. Now, I've just got a new packet of dimensionals here. What I can use some of the inside ones, but some of them are going to be too big. Let's put that one there. Perhaps that one there. But I'm going to do something. I'm just going to cut at the edge here. I want some long, skinny ones. That should be enough. On the back of this. And this is a good way to do your edges as well. So I'll do one more here. Up there. Okay. So this one, get rid of my box. My fingers and thumbs here. And then that. Okay. Now what I want to do with this one is, I think I want to put it perhaps like that. Okay. Now, I've got my sentiment here. I've done it in pecan pie, and I'm going to put it on next. So let's do that. There. And there. Two will be enough to hold that in place. And then we'll do the flowers last. go. Now I've cut out some flowers in the just balmy blue, isn't it, or is it rust green? I can't remember. But it's pretty, whatever it is. I can't remember. My brain, I've been on prednisone for asthma these last few days, so it's scrambling my brain a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put these on with glue dots when I can get them to come out. Where are my glue dots? I think they're sticking to the inside. Oh, Rob, can you go and get me? I've just finished my glue dots. There may be another lot in the second drawer. In the meantime, I will put these basic rhinestones on the front. I didn't think it was finished, so there you go. I hope they're in the drawer. I'll have to go and search for them. So put those in the front, and since I don't have my glue dots here, I'll just put this on here, I think. Do I have another one, or have I just got the thread? So I'm hiding in here. Ah yes, some more in here. I want to create a double flower as well, so I'm going to take this one and pop it on top of that one, like that, and I shall put that on. I mean, I can use glue on this, it's not a problem. It would help if I put that on the right way around, but that's okay. Pop it like that. And hopefully it will stick. And the last one, I think I'm going to put up there. Glue dots are better for this, but there you go. So that's the front of the card. Oh, I like that. I'm not quite happy that that is straight at the moment, so I'm just going to peel it off and put it back on. Let me get rid of that little bit of card. That's much better. Now for the inside, for this one I did this style of card, but for this one I'm going to do a slightly different style, and I'm going to stamp on this. Let's get my this stamp that I need. Stamping set, there it is, there in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to use So Lucky for You. So lucky to have you. I'll put that on there. And I'm going to get a tiny little flower, just a little single flower. So I'm going to do the So Lucky for You in pecan pie. When I can find it on the table, there it is. I actually think that's pool party. I think, and I'm sure someone will correct me if it isn't. I'm going to put that on. Does a beautiful clean stamp on it. And then I'm going to get my pool party. Ugh. A little bit stiff. Let's get that. Yes, it is pool party. So I'm even having difficulty opening things today. And I'm going to put, because I've got the other flowers, I'm just going to put a few around this. And notice I haven't stuck it on yet. And I might put one at the bottom. Like that. And then there's still room to write the greeting. So let's stick this onto the pecan pie. Pool party it is, that's correct. On the back of the DSP it tells you all the colours you can use and the toning with it, so I thought that this would be a nice combination. I'm still not happy that that's straight. And it should be, but I suspect that's it. I'll open it up. Being fussy today. I'm going to put this in the inside so that we've got somewhere to write a message. So that is my stepped up version of that one. Which is, yeah, it's different, but it's rather nice. Okay, let's pop those in there, out of the way. The second card today I'm going to do is this one. When I made this one, I ended up having to put a piece of card in the back because you could see the DSP through it. And then I came up with this great idea. Why I didn't come up with it earlier is I don't know, but you know, these things happen. Let me get this. So what I've got, pull this all out, in here, got all the things I need. So I got a piece of basic white cardstock and I used the brick embossing on the front of the card. And then I thought, I want to put a window on it. Now, the first time I did it, I actually cut the window out and I was going to put it behind, and then I changed my mind, as we are wont to do, so I ended up, but I'm going to show you how I did it. These are retired, but I really hope they bring them back at some stage soon. They're stitched rectangles, and I used the three, not the largest one, but the three next ones, and I put them down with some little tabs and made sure that they're all even, and then I cut them out. So I ended up with these two pieces. Okay, now if I show you, this one of course is too big, but there's a reason for that. This one's too big, it doesn't fit there. Let's leave that over there. So this is the one that's going to go on the DSP, and I chose this piece of DSP from Thoughtful Journey this time, which is different from this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the window, and the reason I cut the bigger frame out is I want to be able to cut it up. So here we go. 1, 2, and because I've done them all at the one time, they're all even, so it makes it a lot easier. Now, for this smaller frame, I've divided it in half. So it's 8 and 8.6, so 4.3. I've drawn a pencil line top and bottom, and it's 12 this way, so I have scored at 4 and 8 centimeters, just to help me with placing the window frame. So that's on the wrong side of the window frame, and I'm just going to put just a dab of glue on each one, and I'm going to put the largest one on first. Okay, so I'm going to put it so that it's just to show you how to do the window frame. Make sure it's nice and firm. I'm reasonably happy that that's straight. Using the multi-purpose glue means you can move it a little bit. Now I'm going to put the crossbars on, and I want to put one in the middle there to hold it, and one in the middle here. Okay, so let's put these crossbars on. Turn it over and stick it. Oopsie-daisy. And stick the other one, and I'll keep that one another time. Thanks, Deb. I like this card. This is one that I came up with by myself. Now, you can see that the edges sort of stick out, so I'm just going to trim those off. And if the back comes off, we can stick it back on. There we go. So that's my window frame, and I cut this to fit onto the back, like so. So what I did was I just put some glue dots all the way around, just a very, very light turn it around this way, middle, and across this one and up this side. Just enough to hold the frame onto the DSP. So, here we go. Turn it over. So now I've got a choice of window that I could use. Wonder which one I should use, the blue one or this one. I actually like this one, I think. Keep this one and might make another card later because it's fairly similar to that in colour. So I might keep that one for a little bit later. It just shows you how to make the window. Now, the easy bit with the window is to turn it over. Put strips of this on the back and just stick it to the center of your front, like so. Okay. Now, I got some silver foil and I stamped it with Memento Black, but you got to be careful because it will run. I think stays on might be better. And then I just smudged it a little bit on one side so it's like a shadow. So I'm going to put this on next, and I'm going to put it on with dimensionals because I want it to sit up a little bit. So let's get that. I don't know if any of you have seen my post this afternoon. I've put a challenge out. I think I'm a bit crazy to do that, but already I've had one person suggest I do something in non-Christmas colours for Christmas. So thank you, Felicity, for that. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm just waiting on my order coming, so from the Christmas catalogue, and I think there's something in there that I could use to do something fun. Okay, so I'm going to put my I'll put it, I think, about there. Okay, now I've pre-done these. I stamped a whole lot of the flowers and I coloured them in. And this one I used boho blue. What else did I use? I used Pretty in Peach, and I used Mossy Meadow. And I did that for the both of them. And then I highlighted the flowers and these stems in Wink of Stella. So one's going to go there, the other one's going to go on the inside. So I'm just going to put that. This is going to be really, really simple. So what I'm going to do is pop this. Oh, stuck to my finger. Another one there. And I actually might put a bit of glue down there because I wanted to sit flat. There we go. Oh, it helps if you know what it really helps if you do? You take the backs off first. Amazing how that helps it stick, doesn't it? There we go. Just get rid of those little backs. And then I stamped Sending Love. It's not very straight, but that's okay. And I just free cut around this. Let me get rid of those little bits of my and just free cut around this, which I sometimes do. Put that aside. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. I'm going to put 3 on this one because of that pie. And this actually comes and stands out very well on the front, this colour. There we go. And it says Sending Love. There we go. And that's the front of the card made. Now inside, I just got the other flowers and I added some glue to the back of them. Multi-purpose glue, and I just stuck it on like this on the bottom, so it looks like that. So that's a different version of. Now I could have put that on that side, couldn't I? But I like it up where it is. So Sending Love. I think actually I'm going to change it. Try and change it anyway before it sets too much. There we go. Pop it over there. The reason is that it looks a bit more balanced. There we go. So that's that card. Slightly different colour, and this one I created by myself, so I'm pretty happy with that one. My final card today is this one, and this one has also been cased. It's from the Crafty Carrot, Melissa Tithridge, I believe is her name. And I thought this was cute because instead of having a circle behind, we've got a square. And I thought I would show you how I did this one. Just a very, very different card. Very, very, it's basically simple stamping in a sense. So let's pop it all out. This is the die, the embossing folder I used. I've got some pearls here that are retired, but I'm still using them because I never use them up. So this is my card base, and what I've done is I've taken my embossing folder, I've put it on. It's smaller than the front of the card, so what I've done is, let me get it in the right spot. Put it on like that, so that it sits, and run it through the embossing folder, and you end up with it's like daisies, but it's almost got that eyelet. I don't know if you can see it. A bit hard to see, isn't it? The white sort of glares. Then I cut out a piece of the eyelet DSP, and I'm going to stick it on the edge. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And where I haven't embossed, I'm going to put this right to the edge. And then I'm going to trim it off at the top. So that's the front of my card, basically. Okay. Now I've got some white twine. This one's got a little bit squished, but that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around the card twice. So it's like so. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot. And then I'll move it in a second. Trim that. and trim that, because that's going to be hidden behind the image. So you can see that you can see it on the inside, but that's okay. I'll move it down a little bit so it's, well, actually I want it in the bottom. There we go. So that's that twine. Now I've got, hopefully I've got where I put it. Oh, here we go. I put them all in here. I did this the other day when I was very unwell, so I'm hoping I remembered everything. So I got some smoky slate. I stamped it with Memento Black, and then I used this light smoky slate. It's the dark smoky slate. And light smoky slate is around somewhere that I brought in. There it is. It's hiding. And I just basically coloured on one side like this. And then I got my colour lifter, and I just went over it like so. Now when it dries completely differently to what it looks now, but that is going to go on dimensionals on the back, some dimensionals on the back of this. Still a little bit dark there, so let's put them on this side first. There, and there, and there, and there. Here we go. Thanks, Deb. That I enjoyed that card with the window frame. Enjoyed making that. Okay, so on it goes. Sort of about halfway down. Oh, but before I do that, well, it's on dimensional, so it's not going to be a problem. I've got this, so lucky for you, and I've cut this out with we get the right name for it. Starry Shapes dies. So I think it was the second largest. And I'm just going to put some tape on the back. And I'm going to put it on at an angle. Up. I want it to be seen, so I want it to be in, but I want it to be seen. Like so. Okay, now I've got my flowers. I wanted some foliage as well, so this one, because I wanted to go with a white theme, I've stamped, these are from Thoughtful Wishes, no? Yeah, Thoughtful Wishes dies, and I cut this one out. And I'm actually going to cut it in half. I'm going to use it, oh, let me see. Where do I cut it? Maybe there. Okay. So I'm going to put half of it in there, and the other half in there, so that they're seen like that. And then I'll just lift it up slightly and put a little bit of dab of glue on the back of these so that they stick to the card. There we go. That one's okay. Let's get this one right and turn it over and put. And I'm just putting it on the top of the leaves because it's been tucked in behind the pot, so it really doesn't need a lot of adhesive on it. Turn it over and pop it in. more over there. There we go. Like that. Okay, so that's that part done. Now, got some leaves that I've cut out. They come, and I've cut everything out in white. So I've got my flowers here. That's 3 flowers, and I have 4 leaves. Okay, so I've done the leaves already. Keeps wanting to turn over, and I've just used a bit of Lost Lagoon on them at one end of it and left the other end white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour in this first. Okay, so I need my, what colour is this one? Dark petal pink. I should have a light petal pink. I want that one. And I want Lost Lagoon, light Lost Lagoon. Dark. Funny how I always pick up the wrong one, because they're not sitting next to each other. And that's actually the only two colours that I'm using. Okay, so let's do the flowers first. Basically, I'm just doing the outer petals, leaving a little bit of white showing. And I'm not going to touch the, only thing I'm going to do with the centre of this one is put like a pink ring around it. This one here, just want to highlight the inside of the flower, and this one like so, and I've got one more here that I need to do. Now, if I don't think that that's dark enough, I could use my dark petal pink on it as well. Maybe a little bit at the bottom here. There we go. And then I'm going to get my light Lost Lagoon, and I'm just going to do part of these leaves so it sort of tones in with the other that I've done. And this one. I'm not the world's best colour. I never was able to do art at school because of the class I was in the UK. They made me do sciences, and I never was really interested in sciences. I would so much have loved to have done art. Had to fight to do music, so there we go. So I've done that, and all I'm going to do now is get my Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to add a teeny little bit to this flower. Did I do the other ones? I can't even remember if I did the other ones. No, I just did this center one. So that one and that one. Okay. Now, I'll leave that aside. I'm going to get my 3 little flowers. And all I'm going to do is get my light Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going to, my light Daffodil Delight, I'm just going to colour in the centre of the flower in that colour. Then I've got my pearls here, and I'm going to run this over 3 of the pearls. Okay. At the moment, it doesn't show up very well, but I'll take this off and put it on here. And that one off. I actually think somewhere I have pale lemon with pearls somewhere. I think we had pastel pearls once. Should look in my box. But if you don't have the colour, this works. Where's my other flower gone? I had 3. And the other one's disappeared. It's probably fallen on the floor or something. I just coloured it in and it's disappeared. Where are you, flower? Ah, I'll have to leave it aside for now. Okay, so I'm going to get some glue dots and I'm going to put them in the back of these bits of, oh, there it is. It was hiding behind a leaf. Good. Now, that's all I'm going to do to those at the moment. Turn these over. And I'm going to get my glue dots. That was the empty one. And this is in the new one. It's funny how I showed you how much card making I've been doing recently. Turn these over. Oh no, I'm going to do the leaves first. So I only don't need it really on the tip of one of these. So let's get this. Actually, I'll put this on first, I think. So let me get my dimensionals and I'll put them on the back of that. We're almost finished. Very, very simple card. Gosh, it looks effective. Move that there. Take that up there. Now you could do this in any colour you wanted. I thought the grey, I'm not a big grey fan, but I thought the grey was pretty. So I'm going to put this on over the, let's do it like that. So you can still see, actually what I might do is I might put another dimensional underneath this here, just to raise it up a little bit, so it's sitting a little more flat, and I might do the same and just pop another one in there. So I'll take the backing off, put another one on top, because the bucket is already raised on dimensionals. Stacking two on top of each other is a good idea when I'm putting the flowers on. So I'll pop that in there. Stay. And that just raises it up a little bit. Okay. So I think it's almost finished apart from these. Now when I do these ones, I'm going to put the leaves on first. And I've got a little bit of glue. So I want to put leaf in underneath here, and then I'll put the other leaves on first, I think, and then we can do the other. Here's my I think I want to stick that one about there, and I will put another one up underneath the flowers up here, just to add a little bit more life to that. Okay, now to turn these over, and 3 flowers, and rather than put them on top of the other ones, I'm going to put them on the sentiment. So we'll put this one on first. I'm going to put it down here. Okay. And I've got a tiny little bit of glue on my card, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll put the tiny little flower there, and then the other one I will put up the top here. There we go. Now I'm going to get my dark silver light, because I want it just to be a bit stronger. Now that I've put that on, see my nib, I need to get a new one out. That's something I need to do, is to go through those. And then I'm going to get those are all done. And my Rinco Stella, which is on the table somewhere. It's hiding. There it is, right in front of my nose. I'm going to highlight these little flowers. just to give them, because they're pure white. And I think I might do the petals of this one as well, just to give it a little bit of a different feel. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah. You probably can't see it I'm just going to move the message that's stuck on top. Probably can't see it on there. It's got a little bit of sparkle on the white flower. And then add a little bit more to these ones. And that's my 3 cards for today. So let's have a look at what we've done. We've got, this was the last one, so lucky for you, which is the same as that one almost, identical. Then I did this one with its copy, all upright today, and I did this one. So these were the cards that I had pre-prepared, and these are the cards that I prepared for today. So I hope you like them. I'd love to hear what you might challenge me to. I'm a bit scared about that, but who knows what you might come up with. I know that I have mentioned my dislike of some colours, and I have a feeling that someone is going to ask me to use them. We shall see, but it won't be next week, but I'll have a bit of a think about what I can do. So I hope you like those cards. I'm really happy with them, and yeah, they've been lots of fun to make. So take care, everybody. Stay dry. I hope spring's just around the corner. I can feel it in my bones. And keep well. Okay, see you next time. Bye.